Hello everybody, here we are with another video of our turning one of these portable buildings into usable space for other things. This is going to be my wife's shop for working on guns and stuff, and we already got the safe in here. We kind of got ahead of ourselves and well, just kind of forgot to be videoing some of it, but we only work on this whenever we can. I drive a big truck, it's parked out there, and so I'm not home a whole lot, and when I am, I'm doing other things. But anyway, we got to work on it a lot this weekend. ATF guys coming out pretty soon to do an inspect, so we'll have to have this hurry up and finished. But we've got all the insulation done, the wiring, all the plug-ins and stuff put in, and we're getting her done pretty quick. We're going to paint the floors. We was going to put laminate floor down, but after really thinking about it, we're just going to put flooring paint like a gray color. I think that would work out a lot better for us. It's a lot faster, and well, it's cheaper too. We're kind of low on funds. We went with paneling for the walls, as you can tell. The paneling is real thin. And it's real lightweight. I mean, it's easy to cut. It's made out of like that pressed stuff. It's not made out of regular wood. It's easy to deal with. I mean, to trim like around for the plug-ins and stuff. But you have to glue this stuff. I really honestly did not know you had to do that when we first got it. But according to like the instructions on the back of the paneling, this is the back side of one of them that we cut. It says you have to glue them, and I asked the guys, like, are you sure? I mean, I've never heard of having to glue that stuff, and we did. We had to glue it, and then we nailed it, and he said the more nails, the more glue you use, the better off you are. So we're going to take his advice. And we had been taking our time and cutting each board where they would end up like in between each stud. That way the ends would have a place to nail to. And it was taking us a while, and a buddy of ours came over to pay us some money and that he owed us, and well, he said, he gave us this tip. He said, just get you some old 2x4s and go in there and just toe nail them in. I've got a screw like up through there and down through there, and like one over there. I don't think I put 4 screws, but I did like 3, some maybe 4, and down through there. Probably you don't have to do it as much as I did, but I've got a whole bunch of scrap 2x4s that are just going to set and rot if I don't use them. So I heard they was 14.5 inches, just a hair over 14.5 inches to go between the studs, and because they're 16-inch centers, and then so it's like 14.5 or so. I just went in there and put them like that, and that way that's into that board. There's a stud about right here, but you know, if you put them together and there's that big gap between the studs, they won't line up. We had that problem on the other one. We was trying to do it, and we cut that one right there so it'd be on the studs, but when you do that, I mean, as straight as I can get it, it still is not perfect. So that idea right there is really working out great. Strengthens up the wall too, I'm sure. And we've got that corner, that wall where the safe's at. I made that plug-in. It's one of those things, you never have enough plug-ins, but or a cord for a dehumidifier and stuff like that for the safe. It comes up and it reaches about right here, so we're gonna have to put a little extension cord on there, but oh well, I mean, it'll be all right. I thought I did right. You know, I didn't want to crowd the safe with the plug-in, but I gave it too much room, and we gave a little bit of extra around the side of the window. I think we're going to put a piece up there at the top, but because I'll show you some of our scrap pieces. We got a bunch left over from what we've already cut out there, and we're going to put a little bit up there. But we're going to take, I've got some old wood from the pallet mill. That's, I think they're 6 inches. And we're going to trim them up and put them around and cover up all that spot there. And might have to get a little creative on that bottom one where the plug-in's at. Might have to just make a real thin one or real short one and just cover that part. You know what I mean? And but we'll get it figured out. And we're not experts. We're having fun doing this because we're learning. And we're learning some of this stuff is a headache. But it can be fun too. But one thing we noticed, see on this wall here, you notice how we did that vapor deal? We covered up the studs with it. We thought we was doing right, and we stapled it all down. And if we was using anything but this OSB, that they told us that would work. But this paneling with that OSB fiber stuff, you have to glue it. So you have to tuck it in on the sides of the studs. There way you take that glue and without shaking the camera too much and making you dizzy. Here is the stuff that we're using: liquid nails, panel and foam adhesive. We bought this thinking that's, well, the Lowe's guy told us that's what we had to have. But after a buddy of mine talking to him, he said that woodworking glue would work and all that. He said if you're on a budget, it goes a long ways. He said just there's several shortcuts you can do. And I'm hoping I'm trying to help y'all, so by just showing you what we're doing. And I love y'all's comments. Some of y'all are pretty I don't know how you say it, or really making fun of what we're doing, but we're doing our best. And I appreciate all the kind words of the people that are inspired by doing some of our other stuff. And just want you to know that our other building that we built, if you've watched our other videos, our son's bedroom basically, and it is awesome. It's worked out great. We couldn't ask for a better deal. It's really working out. It's perfect. I mean, I don't think we would have done much different now. I mean, we're not going to change a lot on it or nothing. But alright, here's this installment of it. We'll hurry up and get her done and get the trim work up, the flooring painted and stuff. And a lot of this stuff is, you know, like we're going to be covered up with posters and stuff like that. Her work tables. Yeah, we got to build work tables. I'm excited about that. But from the safe all the way over here, it's going to be her work table. And my reloading table is going to be back here. And I really don't know what's going to be on this side. Not yet anyway. But we're going to use 2x4s. We have a lot of those. We're going to use 2x4s for the construction of the benches. But like any of this stuff, how that's not matching up. See, that's like a little seam right there where it didn't match up. All that'll be covered up anyway. So that's the only purpose of it even being there, is to cover up the insulation and the wiring and stuff that's back here. So all this up here, we made sure it all matched up, because it'll be seen what's not covered up with the all the posters and stuff she has. Alright, well, thank you for watching our videos. God bless.